Welcome, everybody. It's NHL action, and it's April Fool's Day, all right? March Madness is just about done. Now, physically, the calendar year's done, but got the Final Four coming up. But we cannot forget about NHL. There's just too much action going on in hockey right now that has playoffs written all over it. So with that being said, we're talking once again with Dana Lane, and we're going to break down the Washington Capitals versus the Colorado Avalanche game. Dana, first and foremost, thanks for being back with us. I like this matchup. I looked at it and I thought, this would be interesting with a total, and that was before I saw that it was one of your picks. I think the Capitals are really just in a lockdown mode as a team, and they're focused. And the Avalanche, who've been giving up a ton of goals, this team literally seemed to lock down defensively as of late, and they're in desperation mode to get that playoff spot. So if you will, break it down, and where do you think the edge is tonight?
Well, Mike, what we're trying to do, and as these games wind down towards the end of the regular season, especially with the Washington Capitals, we try to see where, if they change or differentiate in the way that they play the game. And if you look at time on ice, Kuznetsov and Ovechkin both they got 20 minutes against Philadelphia, so that did not change. But I think tonight you're going to start to kind of see a little bit of bringing back the reins a little bit. The Caps have gone 2-1 over the last 3 games, but in that span, they've only scored 2 goals. They don't seem to be as aggressive. And Mike, we talked about this months ago, where I think this is the time where teams that win the President's Cup are teams that lose the Stanley Cup, because they don't really know how to transition from the regular season to the postseason when they have nothing to play for. And I think Barry Trotz has talked about, used words like desperation or lack of desperation. And I just don't like, Washington going into the postseason and never been tested during the regular season. So I think you're going to see the reins pulled back a little bit offensively for Washington. I think it's going to be the same type of game that they played against Philadelphia, and that to me looks like an under at plus money.
Yeah, it's interesting that you broke it down like that and mentioned the facts, because they were facts. Before you and I started doing videos together, because I'm a big hockey fan, grew up in Philadelphia, love my Flyers, and I love the LA Kings as well. Adopted them when I was real young. But I've been following closely for years Washington, and I couldn't even say it any clearer, because it was almost exactly like I was feeling. Every year they have problems transitioning from regular season, the success they've had in playoffs. Now, I used to think, is it when they have to kick it up another notch, they're not capable, or do they go in kind of lax because, we had such a great year, we should have, this is a no-brainer, or is it coaching, and a lot of that's been changed. They've tested some things. Well, is this the Capitals team that will be different this year? Well, we're all getting ready to find out. And as a fan, Alexei Ovechkin, I love the guy. He deserves, the status that he has, and you know what? He deserves a cup, and I hope he grabs one, and I hope they get it. But I think also they may be looking at this like, look, we're going to still give our guys some ice time to keep their legs fresh, but we're not going to pressure as much, because sometimes in the pressuring mode, that's when you get a lot of injuries and the knick-knack injuries that hold them out. So I think you're onto something there, and I think the Avalanche just don't have a choice in the matter. So with that being said, under 5, the best shop line was plus 125?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Dana, I like that. This is a nice angle, and I think this is the angle that's going to turn things around and get us heading into the playoffs on a winning note. Okay, viewers, you heard it. Take the under. It's set at 5 goals tonight with the Washington Capitals and the Colorado Avalanche. NHL action. Dana, thanks so much for being back with us, my friend. Beat your book and beat them bad tonight, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to doing just that. I wish you the best of luck, Mike. Thank you.